welcome to Caddie Conversations. This is your host, Vanessa Campos, and I am with the
Matthew Choi.
Matt Choi. Today's going to be fun. The premise of this podcast is to learn more about your specific industry. So I can't wait to learn more about what you do and who you are and have a fun time on the golf course today.
I'm trying not to get my butt kicked, which I think is just inevitable, but
Yeah.
I'm here. She's going to teach me a ton.
lessons.
Let's go. I need a lesson. That's actually why I'm here. I want a lesson.
Lock it in.
Damn, that's 185.
Yep, it's a long hole.
Damn, boys, I just got to get over the thing, you know?
Got it.
That one felt good right there. It always feels good before I actually have to hit it.
Hey, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, just
That wasn't
not
bad
in
at
the
all.
right direction, huh?
Do you think you'll find a snake?
Snake?
Yeah, there's snakes in here.
Are there? Little baby ones?
And big ones.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, really? Beautiful.
Tailor-made?
No.
Damn, give me good luck.
Okay, one swing, no practice swing. If I fly this, that would be golden. And I chunked it. Get up there. That works. Stay up there.
That's doable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well done. What's that guy?
What guy?
Oh, a little, what is that, little sand?
This? Oh yeah, it's sand. You fill in your divots. If your divots are big enough to fill in. It's just being respectful to the golf course.
Respectful to the course.
You gotta love it so it can love you back.
Love that. Love that right there, boys. That was completely all. Practice swing, boys.
Get spinny.
Oof.
Well, Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's up, people? I am a runner. I am a content creator. I moved to Austin a couple years ago, and I get to live the dream life.
Amazing. All right, so tell us more about content creating, since that's more of your full time.
As long as we stay in the shade.
Amazing. There you go.
Content creating. What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Yeah, tell me more about it. What does it mean to be a content creator?
To me, being a content creator, she just dropped her. I don't even know what are those things called?
Little thingy. It's floating in there.
No, she has metal in her drink.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, being a content creator means being a media company. So that's kind of how I think about a lot of like what I do, but then also like how I structure like the creative process and ideation. It's like it's coming from a landscape of being a media company, and then whatever I choose to do in terms of my hobbies. So that's kind of how I think about it. And I think like whether you're a brand or a personal brand or whoever, like, yeah, like figuring out how you want to utilize media is a very important thing. And that's just something I've kind of learned and refined my skill set over the past 4 or 5 years of doing it. But I think of myself as a media company first, and then whatever I do. And it used to be like football player. It used to be personal trainer, and now it's like running and wellness, and that's like the category I play in now. But media company first. That is not it.
That was a better stroke than before.
There's a putt. Nicely done.
I'll take that.
Oh.
He says, you should be at the Masters. I said, that's absolutely false. Absolutely not. You're gonna crush this.
I hope so. My driver has not been doing very well. It's been very naughty.
Nice.
Low and steady.
Yeah.
Go. Run, Forrest, run.
Get up that tree. It's a nice little shaded spot right there, huh?
Thanks. Just trying to be in the shade for him.
I'm afraid of the sun, boys, if you haven't learned by today. I'm afraid of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Oh, very nice.
I'll take that one there.
Natural athlete.
It's probably the best shot I've had all day, guys.
Your story, how did you get into content creation? Or being a media company?
Yeah, I was working a corporate job at this company called Shred It. Mm-hmm. And during that time, I was like, wasn't loving what I was doing. And it intrigued me to start being a student of just like other entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So I was reading a ton of like Gary Vaynerchuk and Jesse Itzler, and just people that basically turned their interest into a business.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started. I read this book called Crushing It by Gary Vee. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Engine needs to be on.
We're crushing it, Gary Vee.
We're crushing it. We're crushing it.
So what ultimately had you make that jump? Because when you started, when did you start doing content? Was it as big as it was today?
Definitely not. I mean, obviously when you start anything, it's always like, it's super small to start.
Yeah.
This is probably about, what are we, 2025 now? This is probably like 6 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say that you've grown as much as you wanted to grow in the last 6 years?
Yes and no, in the sense of, yes. I mean, I think so, because I never really had like a number. Mm-hmm. It was just kind of, I don't know, like I never had those like mood boards or dream boards of like 100K followers, 500,000 followers. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like I was never attached to it. Obviously it's a metric of, that's kind of used as success, but I was never attached to like that being what I measured as like, oh, like I'm doing well, I'm winning because I have X amount of followers, you know?
So how do you measure success?
I measure success as if I enjoy doing what I'm doing every day. And if I feel like I'm like walking in like what I feel like my purpose is in the world. And I think to me, that's what success is. Like, how sustainable is this over the long term, you know?
Yeah. Would you say that your definition of success doesn't really align with the world's definition of success?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on like, I mean, I think worldly success is money or fame or world like materialistic things, which I just think I don't know, I've never really gravitated towards those things. So I would say yes. I don't think my definition is necessarily what people think. Like, I'd rather have experiences than materialistic things.
Yeah.
Okay, I could really hit this thing, huh? Like, I should go like 3/4, full swing?
3/4.
3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. Let's get a little air on this guy.
Yes.
Sit.
Look at that natural athlete. High five.
I'll take that.
Go, Matt.
I'll take that one there. It's not really accurate, but you know, I just try to hit what I can, Ted.
Like if I give you advice and I'm caddying for you, I just really hope it turns out well.
Fair.
Oh, sit down. Bye-bye, ball.
See you later, buddy.
Hit a house.
See you
Hit a
later.
tree. Hit a car. Ooh, up, dap, dap, doo.
This would be a hell of a
Doo,
shot. Huh?
dap, dap, doo.
Yeah. That's just too much.
Ted, how much do you think this is breaking if you play out here a ton?
A lot right here, and not as much right here.
Okay. I could take a eeg right now. Go, buddy, go.
Good line.
Thanks. No! That was rude.
It was already conceded though, so.
Amen. We'll take the 4.
That's.
That was in. There's something wrong with this hole.
I mean, I think if the pin was in, that would have fallen.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
true. The putt was just ridiculous. In my heart, it was a birdie. In my heart, it was really an eagle. But on the scorecard, it's a par. That's what a 3 putt gets you.
Fudge! I try to crush that. Never good. Never good when you try to smash it. Well
Get up.
done.
Sit.
Well done.
Not bad.
Oh, it's a little.
That was good. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Thanks for the line and the speed.
Yeah. Anytime.
Drop in.
Okay.
Oh. Maybe I should take a practice stroke on these little ones. They actually go in. Ah, I made a putt, guys! I
Well
did
done.
it! Buckets.
Buckets, buckets, buckets. Let's go. It's good for the morale.
Tell me something interesting about what you do that people wouldn't expect.
Hmm.
I'll give you a moment to ponder.
It's a good question. It's a great question as Ted hits this ball. I think. Well, I think like for me, like obviously doing creative stuff, like you're always using the content's obviously like working the creative side of your brain. I think maybe something people wouldn't expect is like how much like running helps with like fostering those ideas. I feel like I feel like there's a couple places where I'm like I come up with good ideas when I'm running, when I'm in the sauna, or when I'm showering. And I think when you're showering, there's like the theta wave, which is like naturally there's a reason that like when you're in the shower, like you feel like you come up with the best ideas.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I'm running, at times it's like so freeing. And there's like so much time for solitude. It's like meditative almost, where it helps with the creative process. Because yeah, when you're putting out a lot of content, it's like you can almost get into like a rut, you know. But yeah. And maybe some people would maybe think that too. I don't know.
Now, would you say those creative processes, are they pretty much on automatic as far as are you disciplined with the running and the sauning, and like, is that something you say like, okay, I need to be creative, I'm gonna go sauna?
I mean, I don't frame it like that, but like, I think naturally I just have these routines in my day-to-day that I end up just doing that maybe just like cultivate those ideas. You know, like I don't think like, oh, I'm gonna sauna to come up with an idea. It's just like, I just happen to sauna every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm like a very habitual person, which then leads to some of those things.
It was spicy. A little spicy shot.
I need another one. Damn, I hit the top of the ball. Damn. Snappy Gilmore, this thing. Do you know my buddy Snappy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore?
No, his name's Snap. His like Instagram handle, he hits it with one hand like this.
No, I haven't.
You gotta see his stuff. It's good. But yes, it's a play on Happy Gilmore.
Oh, that was solid.
Yeah, that one felt good.
You finally caught up to me.
Yeah, it's good one.
That was a knee slapper.
Good one. Wedge?
Which wedge?
What do you have?
I have a 56, I have a 60, I have a 48, and a 52, and a pitching wedge.
56?
Sure, yeah. I'll hit a 56.
Yeah, what the degrees are?
So the higher the degree, the more loft it has, so the shorter it is.
Yeah, okay.
So how far did you say?
74.
74. I'm probably going to take a 52, so I don't have to swing that hard.
Fair.
Where's my ball?
Right there.
There we go.
All the numbers in golf.
$74 from back there?
Yeah, some probably 70.
No, that's like 12 yards maybe. So like 58, 60.
I'm not good at numbers, I guess.
Okay. Oh.
Uh-oh, sis.
That was bad. That was really bad.
Sand trap time.
Ooh, that's what you call a shank.
My only goal is to not do that she just did.
Imagine, that would be wild. Okay. I see
Take
you.
that.
Matthew Siwoo Choi. Choi. It's about to get saucy. Skits.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well done, mate.
Oh, that was saucy. That was Sandy. With how much I caddy, I should just be a pro at ranking bunkers.
It's like the hardest shot.
Bunkers? It's supposed to be, but they're my favorite shots because when I was a kid, my dad's like, they're the hardest shots. And I was like, no, they're not. So I would just stay in the bunker all day long. And I loved it. Is this for par?
Well, if we're not counting the extra one. No, it's not for par.
I think it is.
No, I hit 2 to get here.
Oh.
Ah!
Where'd you get your undergrad?
Hook 'em, baby.
Love the grips. Oh, just on the edge.
Just there.
Not you? Oh, never mind. I think your yellow ball is a goner.
You don't think I kind of went back in?
Did you see it come back in?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
We're gonna run one more back. The yellow one was good one while it lasted. I mean,
That would be fairway. Oh, went dead straight and didn't come back around. That was the best drive all day. Just wrong direction. All right, so would you say anybody can do what you do? Or does it take a special type of person? Because obviously, like, of course you said you're enjoying your life, you love what you do. You get to sauna, cold plunge, you get to be really creative in everything. But yeah, could every single person do it?
every single person can do it. How big or like how far they like grow it, I think there is a level of like skill and like talent that comes with like being really good at it. But like I think everyone can try, right?
For
I think
sure.
there's like, I think a good analogy is like, you know, everyone can try to play basketball, but not everyone is as skilled as LeBron James. Yeah, I'm not comparing myself to LeBron James. I'm just saying that like clearly there's levels, right? Like there's like sometimes God does gift people with the certain skill sets. For sure. And like the intangibles and the charisma to do certain jobs better than other people. But that doesn't mean that people shouldn't try to, right? Yeah. Like everyone can try to do what I do. Now how big they get or how like successful that they are at it, you know, it might be different. But like I think what happens is if you try it, you then might realize that like you're good at something else within the same industry. And that could be like being a videographer, it could be editing, it could be being a manager. And I think there's a lot to be said around finding something that you're interested in and then at least attempting it to then see what that leads to. Yeah. Because sometimes the thing that you're first doing isn't the thing that you're called to do, but it gets you a little bit closer to maybe achieving what that is. So everyone can try. Oh, you're right, 134.
Appreciate it, Caddie. Okay, should I go over or under?
The trees.
Over or under? Pick one.
Over under?
Yeah, pick one. Don't look, just pick one.
8.
No, just pick over or under. Like pick.
Any number?
Oh no, pick the word over or under.
Over.
Okay. And yes, the number was 8, so you actually got that.
I was like, you're like, pick a number. Well, let's see what you do.
No,
here.
like, am I gonna go over the trees or under the trees?
Let's go through the trees.
I mean, I could go through the trees, but then that means I would be going under the tree. We're gonna go over, take a little 8-iron. Let's see if I can get this that high though. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, I can. Let's see it.
Absolutely. Wow.
Oh yeah, baller.
Hell of a shot.
Oh my gosh, that's way over. Sit. That's still on. Great shot.
Well done.
It's slow. Even though it's downhill, it's slow.
Absolutely not.
Will he do it? Will he do it? Not today.
Not today,
folks. Not. Break. Buttered biscuits. There we go.
Some satisfaction there.
I need to work on my putting.
Putt.
Putt.
We need more little mini golf, eh?
Hey, fun fact. Us two on a team and some other younger siblings, we actually killed our older siblings.
Where was that, at Monster? Or where was that at?
At Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Good old Peter Pan.
We're on hole 7. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I normally get discouraged by probably the halfway in, but I'm hitting some balls decently without much practice.
Yeah, it's been a good day for it.
It is beautiful out. It honestly is.
Well, going back to your story, what would you say is your biggest mistake you've made thus far?
I've made many.
What would you say is the mistake that you've learned the most from?
I mean, I think in general, like I was telling the guys earlier about like, just like having a high turnover position as like for my editing team. Like, I think the biggest mistake I've learned from is just like how to build your team, how to understand that like you're gonna lose people, like you're gonna lose good talent, and like, that's okay. It's like kind of part of the process, but like, I mean, anytime you have your own business, like it's kind of it's your responsibility to cultivate a good culture internally. And then when people do step away, it's just having people that can kind of fill those roles and developing talent. You know, I think that's something I've just learned. It's not necessarily a mistake. I just think just like over the course of like having a lot of people interchange within my organization, understanding how to communicate like expectations and what people's roles are. I think in the past, when my first couple hires, I didn't do a good job of that, of like clearly identifying like what their role and responsibility is. And I think through those mistakes, I've learned that communicating that up front is really important. So I would say communication and cultivating a healthy work environment.
Yeah. Beautiful. Stop. Hit me with your best shot. If only I could catch that.
Fudge.
Oh, get spinny. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's just not really in line there.
Break.
Welcome to the party.
There we go.
Welcome. Thank you.
As a golfer, I have short-term memory loss. 118, 9 or 8.
Yo, we gotta run that back. That one ain't it, guys. Yo.
Water intimidated you?
It did, yeah. I'm scared of the water. Well done.
Hold it, but it's on. That's fine. Yeah, just long putt.
I wish I played my 5th year of college football.
Really?
Yeah, that's like, I think that's truly the only regret I have.
Where'd you play college football?
I played at Monmouth University in New Jersey.
Okay.
And I redshirted my first year, so I technically had 1 year of eligibility. And yeah, I think that's one thing where, like, you know, I think after having that regret, I told myself that, like, regardless of what happens moving forward, that I truly would do everything in my power to, like, not have that feeling again.
Yeah.
And, like, whether that meant, like, failing and like, you know, the judgment of that as well, but also just like with taking risk. I don't know. I think that's probably one thing that I would have wished I gotten back.
Yeah.
But everything else, the highs and lows of like everything I've experienced, and I've experienced many of both.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it. I really feel like it's been meant for me, to be honest.
That's awesome.
I mean, It's as mid as it gets there.
That's not bad. That's still fairway.
Everything's fairway here.
Trees are 80% air. Did you know that?
We're about to find out. Yo.
Hey, fairway. Look at that.
Fairway.
Boom. Is tonight by how many 3 putts I've had.
Ted's in already.
But thank you. Do it. Ah!
Ted, you're in already, right?
Yeah.
Of course Ted is in.
Oh no, I'm about to
He's been
say.
making putts all day. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, great.
Great call, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
That's a hell of a call. This man's getting the shot right here.
This is my favorite hole on the golf course, I think. Stripe it.
Well done. At this point, all you can do is laugh.
Right through the trees.
Bro, my
Yes, sir.
shoulder
Yes, sir.
did not like that one.
No, my alignment has been so bad today. That's why. We played well. LOL. Now we're good. Yeah. Pulled it. That's gonna be fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do it!
Wow.
That was the line. Boop.
That's good. Oh!
Still a good shot.
I felt that, team.
What would you want a girl like me to ask you that most people won't?
That's a great question. I don't know. I think there's a couple questions you could ask. I think what most actually I think what a lot of people would want to know, but they don't or feel nervous to ask is just around like money and monetization and like building a business. I think it's just like something naturally is a little bit more uncomfortable to like ask someone. That's probably and I think it also just shows maybe like what someone values, right? Like maybe that's not like the North Star, but I think it is encouraging to know that like, you know, if you do commit to doing something like this, that like there are rewards on the other side of it. And granted, rewards aren't only coming from a monetary exchange, but obviously that's something that you could think about that could be impactful for, you know, like what you want to do in your career.
Yeah. How long was it before you started making money strictly through media marketing?
I would say it took me from brand deals, it was probably like 2 years. But like I was making money through content because I was getting more clients, right, for my training business. So it's just a matter of how you look at it. But in terms of like brands paying me, it took probably about 2 years of like consistently putting content out. Where like brands would be like, hey, like we want to pay you for making a video, right? And I think that's just like, and I think now like there's probably realistic timelines for that to be sooner for some people.
Yeah.
It also just depends on the content and the addressable market for it. And I think in your case, like golf is a very big addressable market.
Yeah.
Which I think should be encouraging for you.
Sniper down the fairway.
Get up there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I got one more.
Guys, I want one good drive.
Head down?
Just one. Oh, I don't think I was turning my hips all the way around. That's funny. Okay, I think we fixed the problem, gents. Turn those hips. Yep.
Wow.
Baller. I just fixed my drive.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sounded better.
Yeah, you got that cleaner.
Oh, fudge. Progress?
What's any advice you would give to an aspiring content creator who's just starting and having to, you know, keep up with TikTok, Instagram, and all of social media?
I would say the best advice is to one, just keep showing up, just refine your skills through practice. I think utilizing other resources around you to help maybe speed up the process to get there is important. I think now, because there's so many creators, there's so many people that are kind of laid down a roadmap on how to execute it. And yeah, I mean, I would say that, I would say keep showing up, utilize the people ahead of you and resources like AI to help make it easier. And then just have fun with it. I think at the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun. It should be enjoyable. If you start feeling like it's work, then it's going to feel like that. So, yeah, at the end of the day, you should be doing something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And if you could turn that into a business, even better. But even if you can't, at the end of the day, if at the bare minimum you're doing something you enjoy, you're going to win, which is a good thing. See, Freddie, I don't trust me, bro. Hell of a
Bombed.
shot. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done.
I got my drives back.
I think I got my swagger back.
Amen.
Nice divot right there. Nice and easy. I'll take that into the pit.
Not bad. You got it out.
I got it out with hitting the top of the ball.
There we go. Very nice. That was good.
That'll do.
Hop in, Freddie.
I felt bad for that grass. Scoot over.
So this is a rangefinder. What you do is you shoot the pin once and then you click on it again to lock it in, and it gives you a distance to know how far you're gonna hit. Sometimes you can't tell if you're gonna hit a pitching wedge, you can't tell if you're gonna hit a 7-iron, so a rangefinder is always best to have. So 56 yards. Have to go over a bunker, but under trees. This is honestly a really tough shot. I didn't bring a club for this, or the club I'd want. So you know what? I have a 48 or a 60. We're gonna full send it with a 60. Hit it hard, and if I'm in the bunker, oh well. So going back to just finding joy in what you do.
Okay.
How do you keep always finding joy in what you do? How do you always stay finding joy in what you do? Especially just because, you know, what you enjoy is your job and is your livelihood. And how do you not allow just circumstances to define what you truly love?
I think it's a mix of things. Well, I mean, I think one, like, I just think about just perspective a lot. Like, I don't know, like, even for me to, like, not find joy or, like, having what I deem as a bad day in the grand scheme of things is not that crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it is around just perspective and gratitude that, like, at the end of the day, like, to get to live a life that you're, like, choosing what you want to do, like, it's hard for me to be, like, upset or, like, frustrated a day to day, you know? So I think that's, like, a big piece of it, where it's just like, yeah, like, I'm in control, like, of what I want to do, of who I want to hang out with, of, like, where I want to spend time and invest into. So I don't think I really spend time, like, dwelling on, like, yeah, like, being unhappy, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just, like, I feel like I'm fortunate that I get to choose the things I get to do in life. And hopefully if anyone has that potential or that power to, like, you would choose the things that bring some form of happiness or joy.
Yeah.
And I just only want to spend my time doing those things.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably my answer a long time, like, for a while. And I think even more recently, like, I think having, like, just, like, leaning more into my faith too has allowed me to realize that, like, what does it really do for me or benefit me for, like, taking time to, like, be upset or like, living in a way that's like, not joyful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just so fortunate to be alive that it's like, I don't know. I don't think of it in that way.
I'm so hungry. You don't even know.
Facts.
Are you? Do it. Thank you. Just tap it in. Do it. Do it. To win at Augusta National.
it.
Did
Oh
he
my
do it?
God. Yo.
Rejected. You've been getting little 360s all
Oh.
day. What's something about the content industry most people that they don't know about?
Probably that most creators that you guys watch are probably very introverted. It's probably surprises a lot of people. I don't know. I find that to be pretty true of, like,
Yeah.
I think it's like it's people that are able to be extroverted or be able to turn the switch on when it comes to, like, events and you know, doing stuff in real life. But, like, I think a lot of creators end up being very introverted because part of the creative muscle is, like, spent in solitude.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when I tell people that I'm, like, more introverted than extroverted, they get shocked because of just, like, how I'm able to show up in those environments. But, like, truly, like, I feel like I get my battery recharged when I'm on my own.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, I find that to be not consistent with every creator, but many that I've gotten closer with, they at least understand how to juggle both.
How much time would you say you spend alone?
Honestly, a lot of time.
Percentage, like 50% or like 75?
Probably like 65,
Wow.
60, 40. Yeah, I'd say 60, 40.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Head down. Grounder to first.
Okay.
She's like, I got my club now. Slap that thing.
It's gonna be great. Low runner.
Wow.
Get spinny. Get spinny. Sit. Little long, that's fine. Great alignment.
Card path. Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
Very nice. There's so many content creators out there, like we were talking about. What do you think is the difference between, because I see so many accounts that they have 800 posts right? And yet they still only have, let's say, 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers. What would you say the difference is between somebody who makes it and doesn't make it, quote unquote, to being a macro influencer?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple things. Like, I think about this a lot. It's called total addressable market, like TAM, which basically it's like a marketing term that basically just refers to like how big one's niche is, or like how much like range of demographics can they like target or can they reach. And if you think about sports, like every sport has a certain level of an addressable market, whether it's golf, running, football, basketball. Versus if you think about like bigger markets like religion or politics, right? Like those touch a lot of more people. So I think to answer your question, like, yeah, if someone's super niche in a sport, like frisbee or table tennis, right? Like there's only so big that you can get. So I think part of that is, yeah, like one's ability as a creator to diversify the kind of content that they make. And I think that's something I've learned along the way when I've like just like connected with other creators that are outside of my niche, which is like running and wellness. Like once I started making food videos and like shopping hauls, like you start widening that addressable market. And I think that's what separates creators when they start to grow a following in a micro niche to then growing into a bigger creator. So I think about that often of like, yeah, like what can I do as a creator to like widen out the market that I want to grow?
Yeah.
So that would probably be the main reason why many stay in their thing, because they just kind of they're tried and true. They're like, I want to be a running creator. I'm going to just talk about running only, and I'm not going to really test other stuff.
Yeah.
And I think at times that could be okay because you're just going to get comfortable in that lane. But I also think it limits, you know, the growth potential.
Yeah. What's the most uncomfortable thing you're doing right now?
Honestly, it's probably like getting back into the weeds of YouTube editing. I just had a revelation yesterday. My buddy Zach, I don't know if you know Zach from Collective, the flexible dieting lifestyle guy.
No, I don't.
Long hair.
Probably seen him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But he just challenged me of like, I was telling him I was like struggling on YouTube right now, and just like how like I just haven't found like a style to like consistently make, and like I just haven't, like we haven't done a great job of like curating ideas and executing the video. And he was basically just telling me, he's like, yo, like, you know, like you have to kind of get back into it. Like you have to get closer to it from like the editing standpoint. And he's a much bigger creator than me. Yeah. He's at like 1 million subs. He's huge. So it's like, and he's bigger than me, but he's not huge. Like he's big, but like huge would be like Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, like, you know, but on a sliding scale of creators, he's still pretty big. But yeah, like just like, I think at times it's like realizing like when you have to get back into the dirt. You know, and like dirt is used a lot in the Bible of like, how we all come from dirt. Like, it's like low key in a way of like being a servant. It's like having humility to be like, yo, even though I'm on year 6 of my business, like I shouldn't be afraid to get back into the dirt of editing. Yeah. So,
well, one thing about you, Matt, that I always appreciate is that you walk with humility. And that's ever since I've known you, and I know you've grown and you've talked about your personal experience in other areas in that way, but I've always seen you as one of the most humble people, like one of the most humble people that I've ever met. Because you've always, it doesn't matter who you're talking to, you treat that same person with the same respect and grace, despite where they are in life. And that's just so beautiful, just being a good human being. And we don't have enough good human beings left.
I appreciate that. Thank you,
Love you, big bro. That wasn't bad.
Think about like the nicest sunset here.
No, cut. Ted won this battle.
What is that, buddy?
Okay, we're going for a chip-in birdie right here.
Oh! I just can't with this shit.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Sit.
Wow. Wow.
That was saucy.
Wow.
Oh, that was so bad. My hip is getting old. Go for it.
Be quiet. Hip is getting old. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm glad you recorded that one. That might be the worst divot of the day there, team. Ted's like, God dang it. Hold on, keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Grounder to second this time. Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal. I was like in my garage. I mean, I didn't even have a bag, but I didn't have a glove. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't golfed in a while. My hands are not feeling great.
That was
it's like
still
a
not
different
bad.
kind of callousing, you know?
I'm just getting, so here we are on 18, last hole. What is Matt Choi's 18th hole?
Is this like a deep life question here?
Yeah, it is.
My 18th hole.
Yeah. Who do you want to be at the end of your life?
I want to be someone who's remained being a student. That's what I want to be.
Yeah. Why is it so important to be a student of life?
Well, I find that it allows you to be curious and to stay humble, and it makes you realize that you're never the smartest person in the room, that there's always someone that you can learn from, and not only just like people smarter than you or people that are doing business better than you, but like it could be the person that's serving you, that's your waiter or your waitress. I don't know, I just find that to be important just because like I was a poor student for a lot of my life in school, like academically, so I want to, at this stage in my life, to like have that be a just like a core belief that I have that I want to live by.
Yeah, well, I'm extremely proud of you. Thanks for coming out onto the golf course and having some fun and just teaching me more about content creation and just your personal values and understanding what makes you a really amazing, outstanding human.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you kicking my butt out here. This is this is frustrating for me. Next time I'm going to bring her on a marathon course.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Imagine. I think I want to do, not I think I know I want to time my mile.
All right, mile challenge.
Let's get it.
Sub 7 minutes.